All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and like if you are enjoying my content. I do lots of things on here, anything from natural beauty to home, and most importantly, mental health, spiritual advice, self-love, all the things. Yeah, I just consider myself here to live, love, and learn and inspire, most of all, you guys. Okay, so yeah, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I love you. What I want to do in this particular video is just sit down and update you guys with what's been going on. I know I haven't been on for a while. There have been some changes, some updates and stuff, so I kind of wanted to just give you like a life update. Yeah, so let's get into it. So guys, it's like mid-May at this point, and I haven't been on YouTube for like about a month. I'm not gonna lie, life just happened, and then I actually returned to my 9-to-5 job for the first time since the whole shebang happened in the world. So I was off for like a year, and I just returned a few weeks ago, which it has been awesome. It's been good. Actually working across the river in Jersey temporarily, which has been nice because I get to see some of my old team and stuff. So yeah, there's that. In a nutshell, I guess I've been more busy back at my 9-to-5, and I'm working 10-hour days now instead of 8-hour days, but I'm doing 4 days a week instead of 5, which is pretty awesome. So that's been taking up a lot of my time, and not an excuse at all, but that's just what's been going on. That's just the facts. And then yeah, I think I've just been living, you know, and living in the moment and living my life, spending time with people that I care about, stuff like that. I had a birthday, which was really fun. So now I'm 32 as of April 20th, which is awesome. And speaking of birthdays, you guys, I wanted to fill you in on something pretty cool that I had done for the first time ever, which was my natal chart reading. So essentially what it is an astrologer, you give them your date of birth, your time of birth, your date of birth, your exact location of birth. Well, by exact, I mean like city and state or whatever, and obviously country. And excuse me if you heard that. And if you're into astrology like I am, you'll know that you have, most people know about like their sun sign, which is their main sign. So for example, I'm a Taurus. I was born on April 20th, so that technically makes me a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. And then you also have a moon sign and an ascending sign, aka a rising sign. So those all give you a little bit of insight, and then the chart goes on and on and on, which I was pretty much aware of my big three, which is sun, moon, and rising. That gives you a lot of insight in itself. But if you go deeper, there's so many things you could learn about yourself, and I find it super fun to learn about. And you know, again, I do it for fun, and then it resonates, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this rings pretty true for me, you know. I don't use it as like a Bible or an end-all be-all. I know a lot of people do. A lot of people will say that they will not date a person if they're a certain sign and stuff like that. I personally don't believe in that. I think that a million trillion things go into what makes a person aside from their astrological sign or chart. From life experiences, just personality traits. There's so many things that go into what makes a person. So I'm not sitting here saying that any signs are toxic. That's what's going around the internet and all that stuff like that. I'm just saying that for me, I enjoy learning about it, and it's fun. And anyway, back to the story. So I'm a Taurus sun, a Libra moon, and a Libra rising or ascendant, whichever you want to call it. So I had a natal chart reading by a woman on Instagram who I've been following for a while. Well, she's not a woman on Instagram. She's an astrologer and a spiritual mentor and everything like that, but she does natal readings. So I was feeling pulled a few months back. I'm like, this seems really cool. She has like life purpose readings, and it gives you insight. All you have to do is give your birth date, time, and location, and she reads the stars for you. And essentially she says that it's like your fingerprint of how you know, the constellations and the stars and the planets were aligned at the exact time of your birth, of your incarnation on this planet Earth, which is freaking cool. So basically, you know, everyone has a pretty unique fingerprint and chart, because you would have to be born, I guess, at the same exact location and within the same minute of the same person to have the same exact chart, which obviously can be a thing, but you could see how rare it is. So yeah, you guys, so I had my natal chart reading just a few days ago on the 13th of May, and it was so amazing. I cannot even put into words what it felt like, or the insight that she was able to give me, you guys. Just, you know, she knew nothing about me, doesn't follow me on Instagram, doesn't know me from a hole in the wall, but I got so much insight, and more than anything, I feel like affirmation of what I already know in my soul, which it was really humbling and touching and emotional for me, to be honest, because if you're a spiritual person, which I'm sure a lot of you here on my channel are, whatever that means for you, whether you believe in God or the universe or source or whatever, you guys believe in something. I'm pretty sure most of you here, and you know, I'm sure a few of you are here for the other type of content, but you know, the core of me is the self-love and the spirituality and the divinity and all that stuff. I like to teach. I just like to spread love and teach you guys how to be happy and live your best life and get over hurdles and stuff like that. I just pour my love into you. So you guys, hope you know that. If you're new here, that's mostly what I'm about. And I share, you know, beauty stuff and stuff in between, because sis, we can be spiritual and cute, okay? Side note. But I guess my point here was that it was just so much affirmation of my purpose and what I'm here to do. Oh my God, you guys, I feel in my soul like crying, because I remember going to a retreat, yeah, on my 28th birthday. So that would have been about 4 years ago, almost to the day of right now, because my birthday just passed. And I went to a retreat of self-love, or finding self, something to that effect. And my heart literally spoke to me, you guys, and it said, I'm here to love, to give love, to spread love. And now that I'm thinking about it, this is literally just happening. This is just all coming to me right now as I'm speaking to you guys. In my natal chart reading, essentially, I'm here to teach self-love. I'm here to help people alchemize and transmute energy, and to uplift them and to bring them to higher levels. And by them, I mean you guys. And this goes for men or women. However, I've always had a really strong pull to help women. And in my natal chart, she affirmed that, you know, I've been a healer and I've been into this work for many, many lifetimes, which was insane. I've never actually dove into past life readings or work of that nature, but I do feel in my soul like I just have this knowing and this calling and this purpose and this just innate knowledge and wisdom that I want to share. And sometimes, to be completely honest, I don't know how to share or teach what I know. Like, I have so much in me, but it's hard for me to get it out into plain words or writing for you guys. I guess words are writing, but you know, verbally or even in writing, because some of it is just so embedded in me that I know and I live in a certain way, but sometimes it's hard for me to teach how to X, Y, and Z. How to, for example, be confident in your body, or how to not care what people think of you and stuff like that. And I think about these things often. I'm like, dang, this would be such a good video, or this would be such good content. And I'm like, how do I teach this? But it all makes sense that I've been doing this for lifetimes. And a lot of it is just ancient wisdom and knowledge that I've had from these lifetimes of doing this work. And I promise you that I'm going to keep on putting out there as it strikes me and as I can best express myself to you guys to help you. But it was just super enlightening and amazing and emotional. And another thing along with the purpose was that I've been, my chart is very feminine, a lot of bombarded with basically feminine energy. And she says that I'm here to do priestess work, like divine goddess work, and that I've been doing this particular type of work this nurturing work, this caretaking, this self-love, this embodiment, this sensuality, and just very feminine, all the things that embody the divine feminine, is basically what my chart illuminates, and which is pretty cool. She told me to go ahead and look into like ancient, feminine healers, and just really cool stuff, you guys. I don't want to give too much away because I feel like it's personal, and I don't know, just close to my heart. But yeah, it was just really, really eye-opening. I don't know if you've ever had a chart reading. There's much more that I could tell you guys, but it was just really beautiful to see that all of my feelings and knowings and everything internal is literally... Somebody's calling me. Where's my phone? It's literally in the stars, you guys. I can't tell you that this person didn't know me, and that literally she knew the core of me, the spiritual core of me, the divine connection that I have, the feminine embodiment that literally makes me like, if you guys know me, I went to India for my 30th birthday on a solo trip, and I was so infatuated with these divine feminine figures and statues and the divine feminine energy, and I literally bought these statues, and I'm just so in awe all the time of just women and the way we are, the knowledge that we have, the wisdom that we have, the way, even our physicality, like our curves and our just divine nature, and bringing ourselves back into that and back into our bodies, and leaving, the masculine way, and softening ourselves, and just being soft and loving beings. That's our nature, being loving, nurturing, empathetic beings. It's just everything that I'm passionate about. And for my fingerprint, my birth chart, to just say all these things, you guys, I could literally cry. It's just amazing. So if you're into astrology, it was not like a psychic reading or anything. Again, it's literally just the planets. It's on paper and it's drawn out for you. It was literally amazing. Her name is Lynette. I follow her on Instagram at Oracle of Your Soul. That's the lady who I got my reading with. If you're interested, there's plenty of, astrology readers and spiritual beings that offer these types of things. So feel free to go with who resonates to you. Again, I always tell you guys, if you're looking into spiritual work or any counseling or, any mentorship in spiritual, or even not in spiritual, but since this is what I talk about a lot, you want to go with someone who you resonate with, who you've been following for a while, or you at least get to check out their social media or the website and you feel a personal connection to, and you feel a trust towards. You don't want to just go to the first person that you see, because this is obviously deep personal work that you're going to be having done on yourself. I don't know if you want to call it work, but you're giving somebody a big chunk of you, and you want to make sure that you feel a connection to this person. So go with your gut. That's another thing that came up in my reading. I'm highly intuitive. I wasn't so aware that extreme empathy is a part of intuition. Feelings, chills, all those things are all a part of that. So she said my intuition is crazy, so pay attention to it, which was awesome to know. It was just good to get these reminders. I was reminded to just really slow down and feel into what it is that I desire, and just, I can go on and on, you guys, but it was a beautiful glimpse into my life's work and my past life's work and what I'm here to do now, and it just made everything make sense. I made a reel on Instagram about trusting your feelings and your inner knowings, because we are magical. We're literally made of stardust. We're literally divine beings. And if you think about where we come from, right? If you believe in this stuff, we're matter, right? We're literally matter, right? We're in the flesh right now. We were not always in the flesh. We become in the flesh, and what happens? We inevitably leave the flesh, right? Our flesh deteriorates. We become matter. It's all a cycle of life and death, and our soul what I believe is not, it doesn't end. There's no end to a soul. There's end to your flesh. So when I'm talking about the lives, I'm talking about all the wisdom that you're carrying throughout time, throughout infinity, and you take this knowledge with you, literally. It's in your DNA. It's like you've been here before, you know these things, and sometimes that's why you can know something just through a feeling, or you can't describe or really put a finger on how you know something. There's no proof in it. It's like God. If you believe in God, there's no tangible way to prove that he's there. You can't see him, but you have the faith and you just know. Do you know what I mean? So this really pulled a heartstring for me, because there's so many things that I know just because I know. So this is just a reminder to you guys that we're all divine beings, and trust yourself and dive deeper if you want to have more insight about yourself. I would definitely recommend a natal chart reading, because it was just so cool. They talk about, you know, where your life's purpose is at, not specifically like what you should do, because obviously that's an individual thing and that's something that you're gonna have to decide, but it will give you a lot of insight generally on where your strengths are and where your gifts are and where you'll be doing the most work in this lifetime, and just really, really cool stuff, you guys. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and also just give you a little life update. I thank you guys for being patient, and welcome to all of my new subscribers. Even though I haven't been posting in about a month, I still see a few new faces here, so thank you so much, you guys. I promise to be giving more beautiful content from the heart, and if you have any suggestions about what you want to see, comment below. Let me know if you've ever had a natal chart reading, or if you plan to, what resonated with you, you guys. Yeah, let me know. I thank each and every one of you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you so much.